Parents, if your teen doesn't know this secret SAT score killer, they're going to bomb their next SAT. Give me just 5 minutes and I'll show you everything you need to know on how they can identify these secret score killers and what they need to do about it. If you want my free SAT diagnostic that's in this video, just comment down below and I'll send it over to you in Messenger. For those of you guys who don't know me, my name is Jared Wynn at geometrygurus.com, and I've helped hundreds of students increase their SAT score so that they can go to their dream college or qualify for scholarships. In every single video that I post, I give you guys one actionable step that you can use to help increase their scores. With that being said, family, let's get straight into it. So right here, I have one of my previous diagnostics from one of my students, Sanvi. Okay, so if we take a look at her performance analysis here, we're going to see these 8 categories. So these are the same 8 categories that are shown on every single SAT. It doesn't go into the subcategories. We'll get into that in a little bit. But from here, we can see that what it looks like, our weakest subjects in these categories are problem solving and data analysis and expression and ideas. Now, I want you to pay attention to geometry and trigonometry right here. If you're taking a look at geometry and trigonometry and you just took a look at this graph, you probably think, hey, we're scoring 86% on this category. We do not need to practice that as much because we're scoring so high in that at the moment. Well, I want you to take a look at this chart down here. If you take a look at this latency analysis, this is telling us which of these concepts are we spending the most amount of time on. And we can see that the number one thing that we spend the most amount of time on is geometry and trigonometry. So here's what's happening. So would you agree that if you had saw this graph, if you saw that it takes on average 113 seconds, which is about 30 seconds longer than the average problem on the SAT, if you saw that we're spending 113 seconds for a question just to get 86% of those questions correct, would you say that that's a strength anymore? No, of course not. This is no longer a strength because now if we're spending so much time on geometry and trigonometry and we're not able to go into the other problems, that's going to affect our time management going down the test. And guess what? It is no longer a strength. In fact, this is a very glaring weakness. But this is a secret weakness because most students and most parents, they don't know how to figure out this stuff. They don't know that if you're spending so much time on a certain problem, then it's no longer a strength, even if you get it correct. All right? Because again, later on down the line, you're not going to be able to finish those other problems, and that's going to tank your score. All right. So if we take a look at, if we dive deeper into this, if we go specifically into geometry and trigonometry, we can go through this even further and we can see exactly, hey, which of these sub concepts within geometry and trigonometry are we actually having issues with? Okay. So if we take a look at right here, it looks like everything we're getting 100% on except for circle theorems. So circle theorems, we can tell that that's the one thing in geometry and trigonometry we 100% need to work on. And if we take a look at this right here, we can see that circle theorems, we're spending so much time on it, but guess what? We're not getting it right at all. So we need to understand that, hey, this is a conceptual issue and a time management issue. But most importantly, take a look at right here. Trigonometry, we're getting this 100% correct. But guys, look how much time we're spending on it. We're spending 166 seconds just to get it right. So again, is this a strength anymore? No, it's not. This is a secret SAT score killer that is destroying your teen's score. And they're probably wondering, why am I not finishing the test on time? Why am I not getting the score that I want at the end of it, even though I understand the concepts? It's because we're spending too much time on these problems and it's affecting the rest of the test. Okay, so what you guys need to do now is you need to make sure that when you're practicing not just the questions that you're getting wrong. So it's not enough just to do circle theorems. We need to be doing trigonometry problems for speed. So for easy problems, I recommend you take no longer than 60 seconds for these easy problems. And for medium problems, no more than 120 seconds. And then for hard problems should take you between 120 to 180 seconds to do. So when your teen is doing their SAT prep for these topics, the ones that you're spending too much time on and still getting correct, work on speed, not accuracy, because at least this way you can put yourself in a test-like environment, just like how it would be like on the actual SAT, and you'll be able to get these problems that you're spending too much time on. We're going to work on getting those problems less, spend less and less time on them. All right, guys, I hope that this video was helpful for you guys. If you guys want that diagnostic, just like how we went over in this video, all you need to do is comment below and I'll send that over to you real quick and I'll do a free video breakdown on it. Hopefully this was helpful for you guys. If you need any other support, let me know.